My name's Fraser, and when I was 19, I wanted to kill myself. I've had some horrific times with my mental health, but this isn't a sob story. It's a comedy, and a tragedy, a romance, and a horror. Why am I telling my story? Because I have to. It all started in 1967 when my lovely mum Jill, a model, and my dad Tony, a commercials director, met while working on a fashion show and fell in love. They had a glamorous wedding that was in the Telegraph, no less, and a little later, I was on the way. I was born by emergency caesarean, weighing less than a bag of sugar. For weeks, I was kept in a little plastic box, breathing through tubes, while poor mum descended into postpartum depression. I have vague memories of mum being very quiet and withdrawn, but she could also be animated and buzzy. Bipolar was poorly understood back then, and while dad's career went from strength to strength, he found mum's illness impossible to deal with. When I was 11, they divorced. Mum's heart was broken, and one day, in the depths of darkness, she tried to escape her hell. Luckily, a friendly neighbour found her before it was too late. Mum says that in my teens, everything was either black or white. So whilst my mates stayed on for A-levels, I joined the camera department, working on music videos and TV commercials. That's when it started to go wrong, and I began to descend into the depths. For 6 months, I was in a black hole. And while Dad was off in his glamorous jet-setting world, Mum was left dealing with me, 19 years old and suicidal. It got so bad that I became a day patient at a psychiatric hospital. For months, I was tried on various medications, but nothing worked. I was desperate. As a last resort, the doctors gave me ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. The worse the headache, the better the effect. And when I looked up at the sky, which had been dark and ominous, it was now beautiful and light. My confidence improved. I met the most amazing woman who would later become my wife. I started a production company with a friend and we made music videos. But then it got weird. It was like my brain was twice its normal size. I was oozing enthusiasm and self-confidence. I was awake for 10 days straight and was basically out of control, but I felt amazing. I remember going into Michiko Moschino, chatting up the staff and buying a very expensive bright red suit that I totally couldn't afford. This is what I'd wear for world domination. My family tried to cajole me back to the psychiatric hospital, but I was having none of it. I was arrogant, volatile, and opinionated. And after the mania, back came depression. That's why they call it bipolar. It's like living with a switch in your brain that either fires it up or shuts it down. But then months later, I woke up and thought, what was all that about? But it's not the same for those around you. They want to talk about what's happened, how they were affected. Because the reality is there is no cure, there is no fix. There is only learning to live with your condition, and you need to be reminded that the dark thoughts will pass, and on the other side is you.